It's Lake Day. I am so excited. It is beautiful and we're in the middle of Lake Keowee. So stick with us. I've got so many cool things to show you, from short-term rentals to the Keowee Marina, which you definitely need to know about. And then we're gonna talk about some real estate here at the end of the video. So stay tuned and make sure you say hi to our chauffeur on the lake today, my husband, Aubree Lewis. Stick around to the end of the video so you can find out how much does it actually cost to live on the lake.
Rob, how much does it cost to live on the lake? A boatload.
But okay, so before I take you out on the lake, I want to tell you a really cool place to stay and a little bit about Lake Keowee. So Lake Keowee is, I think, one of the prettiest lakes here, and it's really one of the reasons why so many people look at relocating here to the upstate, because not only do you have the lake, you also have mountain views. This lake was not originally here. It is a man-made lake like the other lakes here in the upstate. And they were created here because of Duke Energy. The lake water actually helps cool 3 of Duke Energy's power plants. So it's kind of an important lake. And with that knowledge, it really keeps a consistent depth because it has to work for the power plant. So being able to be close to the lake and close to Greenville is so important. You're only about, in different parts of Lake Keowee, you can be 30 minutes to an hour just outside of Greenville. So it's easy to get here. It's easy to come spend the day. Really, just throughout the year, this is a great place to come. Now, if you are planning your trip right now, instead of staying in Greenville, maybe you should plan on staying in a cute Airbnb like this place. And then this Airbnb is located right off of the Keowee Marina. And we're gonna talk to a friend of mine a little bit later in the video to tell you why this is so cool and a little bit more about the short-term rentals here. I know for some of you, it's so much more than just finding a place to live. Maybe you are coming here to make this your primary residence. Maybe you're coming to live here for part of the year and you would like to rent out your property for the rest of the year. So I'm looking at you, snowbirds and halfbacks. Also, you could just be looking for a great rental property, and having short-term rentals here is a great business. Now, a little bit more information about Lake Keowee first before we go there. 1, Lake Keowee has over 18,000 acres of water here. It's not small, and you're gonna be able to zip around on your boat or jet skis, and there's plenty of rentals available. Also, there's right around, I would say 350 miles of shoreline around Lake Keowee. Now, that's nice to know because when you look at a map of Lake Keowee, it kind of looks like a Christmas tree. There's arms and legs and fingers of Lake Keowee that go out all over the place because this was a valley that was flooded for those power plants. So it really, the max depth here is like 155 feet, I think I read. The lake has been here for a long time, and it's an important part of this very exclusive residential community. So make sure you stick with us through the video because obviously we're gonna be out on the water. First though, let's go talk to my friend Kayla. Okay, so I am sitting here with my friend Kayla, and she works here at the Keowee Marina. So first, we went and we saw the beautiful cabins that you can rent here. Can you tell me just a little bit about them, and then also share with our viewers, where are we currently sitting?
Yes, so Keowee Luxury Cottages, which you just witnessed, is our newest thing. We just opened them up back in October. They are an A-frame cottage with 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
Okay.
With an exquisite view. I'm sure you just saw of Lake Keowee, and you've got some of the Blue Ridge Mountains in the background.
Okay.
They are available on Airbnb, VRBO, now Booking.com, and we have a direct booking site for everyone.
Okay.
Definitely come check it out. And then if you want something a little more unique, we are now on our houseboat that we have for rent. This is basically a 2-bedroom, 2-bath houseboat.
Okay.
It's got the top up here, you've got inside, you've got a back deck where you can grill on. You have these gorgeous views. So if you want to experience what lake life is really about overnight, this is definitely where to do it.
So about how much per night for the cabins and how much per night for the boat?
So the cabins, you're looking about $425 a night with a 3-night minimum stay. The houseboat, you're looking at $325 a night with a 3-night minimum stay.
That is so cool.
Okay.
So like you're planning your trip here, or maybe you're a local and you want something a little different without going too far away from home. I had never been on a houseboat before. This thing is freaking cool. I think this is awesome. The cabins are beautiful. Now tell me a little bit, like, is there, and to your knowledge, are there any rental restrictions on Lake Keowee for short-term rentals?
No, there's actually tons on Lake Keowee. If you just Google Airbnbs on Lake Keowee, there are tons. And it's nice because it's a very residential lake, so there's not a lot of craziness on the lake, and you get to just relax more than some of the other lakes.
Got it. So definitely, like, as you look around kind of in the background, everything is just more residential. You don't have as many businesses, so on. We're at the marina. What does the marina have to offer for somebody who's coming into town wanting to experience the area?
So it is a very residential lake, but there is a lot of stuff to do. July 4th is the biggest holiday. There's events where you can witness on the lake a bunch of fireworks over the lake. Then we have several poker runs that go on for charities and local organizations. So you can always participate in some of that. The marina actually has a fall festival they do. They have an in-water boat show. So we try to do a lot of stuff for the community to come, some free events.
And that's more than just like the Keowee community. Like, you guys market it out to everybody.
It doesn't even have to be lake, but if you're out in Greenville and you want to just come down, experience an event on the lake, this is definitely where to come.
Okay.
And then we do have some food trucks that are now coming in for the weekend. Some drink trucks as well, some slingers. And we have the Tiki Hut deck open, so you can grab your food, sit on the Tiki Hut deck this summer, and just relax, look at the lake, eat.
I mean, the weather today is just absolutely beautiful. I would sit out here for the rest of the day if I wasn't gonna burn to a crisp. Red hair, guys. So you've got all of that to do. Now I've gotta ask you a really important question. What do you think of Lake Keowee versus, like, I don't know, Lake Hartwell?
So I always say, probably shouldn't say it, but Lake Hartwell is gorgeous, it's awesome, it's huge, but the lake's not as clean. Whereas Lake Keowee, it is much smaller lake, it's more residential, there's not as much stuff to do. But it is so much cleaner just because they cleaned out the bottom when they made it. There's not as much muck, and I just think it's great because of that.
Awesome. Is there something that you want them to know, or maybe your favorite thing about the lake?
Just going and checking out Fall Creek Waterfall. It's one of the little spots on the lake. There's a little waterfall. A lot of people go there. Other than that, it's just seeing the mountain view. So renting a boat, we rent boats here. There's several other places too. But we rent boats, kayaks, canoes, and just taking them out and going around. There's tons of islands on this lake. So you can pull up on any of the islands, get off, spend the day, and then come back when you're done.
Well, thanks so much. Like, you've given us a lot of information. We'll include links in the description for the direct booking, Airbnb, VRBOs for the short-term rentals here at the marina. And we'll also make sure we tag Keowee Marina, not only their socials, website, so on, but I believe you have a YouTube channel, right?
We do, yes.
Yes.
Check it out.
So definitely go check that out, subscribe to them, because this is a cool place that I think often might get overlooked a little bit for people who are coming here to the area. Stick with me because we're gonna go out, we're gonna take a look at the lake a little bit closer and look at some of the real estate things, talk about what it's like to actually live here and can you live here within your budget. So let's go do that. As you are also looking at lake living, Lake Keowee specifically, you're asking, okay, Am I going to buy resale or am I going to build? So yes, is there resale on Lake Keowee? Absolutely. It's few and far between. People keep their houses out here, and there are lots available. So they're going to be varying prices, and honestly, I just see getting land more expensive, but it is out here and it is available. When you're looking to purchase out here, call me, call the team, talk to us, let us help you out here. Because here's the deal, you're gonna come to us and say, hey, we've got a $300,000 to $400,000 budget. Well, is that actually a thing? Can you do that here? Yeah, you can. It is going to be most likely a mobile home or a modular home or a tiny home in that price point, and it may need a little bit of work, but it does exist out here. I would say though, average price points are much higher, and they go all over the board, $500,000, $600,000 to millions of dollars. It really just depends on what's important to you, where's your budget, and we're happy to help you find whatever you want to on the lake. So out here on Lake Keowee, there is no restriction on boat or motor size. There's boat rentals available at the marina. Or if you live on Keowee or you want to bring your boat here, you should have no problem putting your boat in the water. At the end of everything, you're like, okay, Aubree, but can I actually live out here? Yes, you can. There are some wonderful neighborhoods out here. And Lake Keowee is more residential, less businesses here in the area. So you're going to find homes that are not in planned subdivisions or planned communities. Those do exist. But then there's also communities out here like Keowee Key, for example, that has just so much to offer for where you store your boat and having a community to be a part of. If you are out here though and not a part of one of those gated communities, there are 9 different public boat launches on the lake. Lake views, mountain views, God, there's nothing better than this. If this is what you've been looking for and you're like, it is time to start the search, please reach out to the team and go watch our other video that we actually did at a lake house on Lake Hartwell. Super great house, really cool, and let me know what you think about it. I'll catch you next time.